My name is Sevi Shehu. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer of MetaEarth. It's such a pleasure to be here today. Today I'm going to talk about two Earths. So, there's the Earth that we know, it's physical, the one that we live in, we walk, take pictures. It has people and it has borders. And also there is the Earth that we are creating. This one is digital, it is decentralized, it's open to everyone, and it's permissionless. We did this because we thought that Earth deserved a digital twin. A digital twin when we remove the middleman and we remove the borders. And why not create it through MetaEarth? And MetaEarth wants to create a digital society that has sovereignty, that has fairness, and has ownership. You might wonder, why create it now? Why now such a project? Well, from the complaints that we hear every day. So let's start with, we live in a broken system. Our ownership is fake. Actually, you think you own your Instagram account, but you don't own it. Anytime they can take it away from you, or your X account. Or maybe money. Money is trapped in banks and very slow systems. Also, data, identity, it gets stolen every day from us, and it gets stolen permissionless. But fortunately, Web3 gives us the change to change this reality and gives us this opportunity. And why not through modular blockchain of MetaEarth, who created a platform that mirrors the Earth, but adds something more to it, which is transparency. And maybe a modular blockchain that, maybe Ethereum forgot that it's people, a feature to put in it. So MetaEarth is not just another blockchain, but it is the foundation of a digital society. Let me tell you a little bit now about company. We are a Swiss company under Swiss regulation, and our purpose is to create the digital identity and decentralized infrastructure, and all this done through sustainable tools and sustainable economies. And you might wonder, what is our main principle? Well, open participation to everyone. So we want to connect the real people with Web3, and this is the right project to do it. I'm going to tell you now a little bit about the modular blockchain. So we created a modular blockchain. As you know, every blockchain out there, mostly it's monolithical. What does this mean? That everything is so congested, everything happens in one place, everything is so slow, and it is hard to upgrade. You know what happened in the boom of NFTs in Ethereum when it was so expensive, the gas fees, the transaction fees in 2021 to buy or to sell one Ethereum. So the prices skyrocketed. But this doesn't happen with modular blockchain because we separate the execution layer, the settlement layer, and the data availability. So imagine building a building with Lego blocks and not with concrete. Next, I want to talk about who is behind all this. And behind all this wonderful project is the CEO and founder of MetaEarth. His name is Patrick Orr. Let's say that he's not the typical crypto founder. He worked in finance. He has a finance background for over 20 years. He studied in Zurich. He lives in Zurich, in Dubai, everywhere. And he traveled all around the world. But he found something that bothered all people. So he said, systems are failing people. So after working 20 years in banking and finance, he decided to gather up a 50 million fund, and they said, I'm going to get the best people in AI, in blockchain, in technology, in green tech. I'm going to gather them and I'm going to start building. And the vision of Patrick was to redefine our identities, and finally people could have a voice. Now, you might wonder what we deliver. What is the project all about? Does our system have? First, we start very simple. We start with who you are. We give you identity. With us, you don't make an account, but you become a digital citizen. And with a digital citizen, of course, we give you an ID. As a digital citizen, you also need a passport. So to go through it, we give you a passport. In this Me Pass, you can do many things. You can hold your assets, participate in all activities, you can vote on public projects. So all the system, the backbone of all the system is Me Network. Me Network is very important for us because it's a blockchain, a modular blockchain that doesn't get congested, and it's ready to scale. And yes, of course, we have a multi-blockchain protocol. So if you want to communicate with other projects, yes, you can do it. Our community is very important to us, and it's spread all around the world. Let's say we have 200 plus digital zones, and every zone represents a country. Let's say you might be a user in Kenya, in Germany, you might propose something in the project, and the community approves it or rejects it. And everything happens on chain, let's say. Another important thing is Me Greeners. You can manage carbon credits directly on chain. So with Me Greener, you can make up the pollution you make in the earth, so you don't need to be an environmentalist to do good and to be part of the solution. About tokenomics, in total, we have 20 billion MEC tokens. 10 million are destined for world population. This means that every citizen of the world can take and can be part of the project. It's destined for you. And the other 10 billion is to power the project. Also, very important thing, we have the Me Virtual, is somewhere that you can create spaces for meetings, for culture, for collaboration, for arts. And one important thing is proof of personhood. This is very, very quite important in our project because we prove with proof of personhood who you are. So you are not a bot, you are not a duplicate. So when you get into our project, is a way to guarantee that you are in one and once only. And in this way, also the UBI can become more accessible. I want to talk a little bit about the future, what is waiting for us. First of all, we have been expanding massively. We are in our project, we are entering more than 40 zones are already activated. Like when this PDF was done, it was 660,000 Me ID holders. Now we are 800 in only few days. And very soon we will reach 1 million. Of course, we are integrating the cross-chain developments. So if you want to move assets from our blockchain to Cosmos, to Ethereum, yes, you can do that easily. Of course, also we are opening the infrastructure for rollup builders. We are giving an opportunity to developers and organizations to use our applications. And the last thing that I can say is to put your Me Virtual glasses and you are good to go. This is the carry on talk. Now that you have an idea about our project and about the future, before I leave the stage, I want to thank TOKEN2049 for doing such events and for hosting us. I want to thank the MetaEarth team because they have gone through sleepless nights. They have worked a lot and we really appreciate that. Also to our early community, thank you for trusting us, even when the project was not polished enough, but you still were there. And to everyone here today on stage, thank you very much for listening.